read it together. Pam was just finishing her homework when her brother Jack came into the room. "Hey Pam," Jack said, "look out the window. Did you ever see clouds that black? And look at the neighbor's trees," Pam added. "The wind is blowing so hard that they're almost touching the ground." Just as Pam spoke, hailstones as large as golf balls began to clatter to the ground. "That's some weather," said Jack. "I'm checking the forecast now. A tornado has been spotted just north of town," the TV weather forecaster was saying. "Take shelter immediately." And with that, the TV went blank. "Come on," called Jack. "We better take shelter now. I've always heard the best place to go in a tornado is the basement," Pam reminded him.
"But Pam," whispered Jack, "we don't have a basement."
Okay, how many of you think this is persuading us? Informing us? Entertaining us? What clues would we be able to back that up? Oh, I better pause. I forgot to summarize. Hold on. So I just read a story about two main characters, Pam and Jack, who the story started off by them looking out the window and noticing a storm was coming. They both were like, "What do we do?" Heard the news that it was a tornado and thought, "We need to get in the basement." But we don't know what. So I just took that big chunk and tried to synthesize it down into a couple sentences in my own words, and I bet they're feeling pretty scared right now. So by thinking about my summary, I'm focusing kind of on the characters.
It's like a mystery.
What clues help us determine if it would be more to inform or entertain? Those are the two we're stuck between. Kaylee?
A lot of dialogue is if they're like talking to each other and having conversation.
Lots of dialogue, pulling us into the characters. Perfect, yes?
Well, like when stories inform you, it's like they're giving you facts and there's really no facts in it.
Okay, we might kind of inadvertently or in addition to the story that's going on, learn a little bit about what happens in a tornado, right? Because I could infer, oh, if there's a tornado, I should go in the basement. But you're right, it's not directly coming out and saying, if there's a tornado, here's your steps. This is what you do. Done.
It only has like one fact that says the best place is in a basement, and it sort of is entertaining because you want to know what will happen next.
Yeah, they're kind of leaving us hanging on purpose. Fantastic. I couldn't have said it better myself, you guys. So the clues, the author's telling you and trying to build that suspense, like John just said. So our conclusion, or evaluating the author's purpose, would be? You are brilliant. All right, last job before I set you free to try this with your independent book, which means you're going to summarize the key points and then evaluate the author's purpose, right? Those two things. Before I set you loose to do that, why is this important as a reader? Summarizing and synthesizing helps me as a reader. How? Whisper to someone sitting next to you. Why is this important? I heard some great answers up here, so I might have to call back on them to share with the whole group. Someone I haven't heard from yet. Is it? I can't see your name. Is it Cambria? Explains it in an easier way. Okay. What did you two say? Can one of you share? Go ahead, Owen. What you said was really good.
Let's say you want to read a book about entertaining.
because he kind of took it from a different angle. If I'm going to the library, I want to know what the author's purpose is before I decide what I want to read, too. Because if I'm someone that likes more entertainment, I probably don't want that informational text. Or if I'm someone that is opposite and wants some research information, I probably won't jump for entertainment. So I like that perspective too. Okay, we will continue talking about this. Go back to your seats. Unless you're the lucky group that comes to work up here with me, what I want you to be thinking about with your independent book is, if you're reading a fiction book, what were the events that happened in order? Summarize those in your head. If you have a notebook and want to jot down those key ideas, that would be fantastic. Sometimes Post-it notes help you do that, right? The end goal is I want you to be able to tell me, because of your summary, what was that author's purpose and how do you know? For sure, because sometimes it can be tricky, like we talked about. If you're reading nonfiction right now, you're going to do more like I did, where you're pulling out those key main ideas in order to summarize. Deal? All right, and I am going to be asking in 15, 20 minutes-ish for someone to share a quick summary of what you read and what was the author's purpose. Whoever shares out will have a very fancy cheer. Okay? So I'm going to leave this up here for you to be thinking while you're reading. And can I have the group of readers that were going to stick with me over here, please?